Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this. Today is currently Monday, April 20th. It's 5:20 in the afternoon, evening, and we are focusing today on finding leaks. Now that my garage is out of the way, I can finally start to figure out where this water is coming from. So I know that it's getting wet down here, and obviously it's running in here. The other day it was raining and I did see water coming in here, so I know this is a problem. So I'm going to go on the outside where I think I see the reasoning and stick a a clothes hanger in here and see how much of a gap we actually have here, because I think that could be a big reason why. Looks like it's also gets wet up here too. So we're gonna work at getting this thing figured out, and we're gonna use a trusty old-fashioned clothes hanger here. Let's go. Hey, what I want to do is I want to mark this with a Sharpie. And what I'm going to do here is mark this just anywhere, and I want to put this all the way in here until I know it's beyond to like this. And now I'm going to go in and put that mark right against this piece and then mark it, and this way I'll know how far these overlap, because I can't tell by looking in there. Alright, so you can see here that the Sharpie, so now what I want to do, right there's a Sharpie mark right there. I want to put this right where that overlaps. That ain't gonna work too well, is it? Right there. So right there's a Sharpie mark. Now I want to go out there and see where this piece touches the end, where this piece touches the metal. Put a mark, and then I'll see how far that overlaps each other. Alright, so I'm just going to mark this right here with a Sharpie. Now I want to see how much this overlaps. It actually overlaps a good 3 inches, 3.5 inches. So why is there water getting in there is a good question. So if it's overlapping 3.5 inches, I don't understand, because the shed was coming down here and then running down here, and somehow water was getting in behind this. I don't understand that at all. I guess what I'm going to do is take these screws out here. Maybe there's this cracking had something to do with it, I don't know. We'll take these screws out and then we'll see how much we can see. I honestly don't know why it's leaking, guys, but if I can get the camera over here, I think what might be going on is this right here, you can see is like right there, has a lot of dirt built up, and it kind of runs in towards the inside of the garage. So it looks to me like water is hitting this right here and then running that way into the garage. I bet you right now that's the problem. So I'm gonna go inside and see where that is. Looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4 ribs up. Let's go see what that looks like in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's this one. But the water's coming in this one right here. This is the one that's running in. What I'm gonna do is put a bolt right here so I can see which one it's coming from on the outside here. Then again, it looks like it could be coming in up here too. Let's check out those. Okay, right here. So here's the bolt was at. Looks like water is running down right there on that little edge. You can see it right here, and then it's like going that way. I can guarantee you that's what the problem is right there. So what I'm going to do is clean this out, and then once I get my attachments for my air compressor, I'll be able to break this up with a screwdriver, blow it out real good, and then I'll be able to caulk it real tight with that new caulking I got, and then put these screws back in, and that should take care of it. I'm going to clean this, and I'm going to clean all of this entire edge here, because that's the worst part. I might have to, I don't know, this side up here looks really good. Plus water wasn't running up there because the shed was here, but I am going to be getting gutters on here eventually, hopefully really soon. But I think this is our main problem, is this wall here, from here down. So that's a plan. There's actually some holes in this aluminum and in this siding here. Right here's a hole, goes straight through inside, and down here's holes from the rust, from the water laying in there. Luckily it's not on this side of the roof, on the siding, but once I caulk this real good, it shouldn't be a problem. I'll definitely put a lot of it in there. Alrighty guys, I got this all scraped up here as best I can. I hope you guys can see this here. I wanted to show you guys the best I can. Down here there's holes I was telling about. There's a hole there and a hole there. But I think once I get that cleaned out with my air gun real good, and I might clean it a little bit with some kind of solvent, and I put a nice bead of caulking in there, and then push that tight, put new screws in, I think that'll take care of it. I definitely think that'll take care of all that. That is the only spot on this wall that is leaking that I know of. I do know the corners are leaking, and I had a leak up top at the ceiling, but I think I took care of that one too. I'm going to do a water test on all that and make sure that's all gone, but I think this is going to take care of it, which is exciting, because I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this. I thought I wasn't going to be able to figure it out or find where it's actually leaking, but I think we're good. The floor down here looks black too, but there's no seams out there. I don't see any water where water has ran down the side, so I don't know if it's dirt or what, but it looks a lot like this. So hopefully we can figure that one out. But here you guys can see this from the inside here now, what this is gonna look like. So I think I will also caulk it in here as well. This way I have a bead of caulk on both sides. I also took off this top one because I went inside and looked again, and there was actually some water coming in right around this area. The same exact thing, kind of going in and swooping over. So I took this top one off and this bottom one off, and took the washers off too. And then we should be able to blow that out. I do have to get more washers. I do have the washers for the small ones. I do actually have a whole bag of new ones of these, but these big ones here, I don't have washers for them, so I'm gonna have to get some washers for these. Maybe I can get them sometime this week, hopefully, I don't know. But we made good progress tonight. This is gonna be a multiple day upload, but for you guys, most likely just one. I definitely found the issue, which is what was my main goal tonight. I would not have been able to do this with the shed being here, as you guys all know. So getting that shed out of here was a huge improvement to this whole project, because now I can actually get to this wall and figure out what the heck the problem was. Well, folks, it rained all night last night, and most of the morning. It just stopped a few seconds ago, actually, temporarily, but really bad news. I told you guys that my wife and I patched some of the holes, well, the screw heads on the roof, and also one of the seams that was leaking on the inside. And last night, whenever it was raining, I went outside and checked, and it was still coming in. The wood is still wet, and so at this point, I have decided that what it has to be is the roof has like some kind of a paint on it, and it looks like concrete when you're up there, but it's so wore out. The roof is probably, I don't know, 30 or 40 years old, and the roof paint's probably just as old. So I think the water is actually getting down under, like in between the roof paint and the actual roof itself. So it's in between the roof paint and the roof. So no matter what I patch or seal on the surface, is not going to fix the problem if it's underneath. So at this point, I really don't know how else to even go about finding the leak. My two options is to completely recoat it with a roof paint, or to replace the roof. Now, I have thought about the roof paint, but the thing is, the roof is really old and it's bad and it's leaking in multiple spots. So instead of spending $200 now for roof paint and doing that, which is a very dirty job, why not just replace the roof now and it'll be good for 40. It's warranty for 40 years, but 100 years is what they say that they can last if they are taken care of. I did get a quote today from the same place that did my shed roof, and the quote came back well under the price that I was expecting. So I think that might be what I have to do. I have to get my wife on board. We've had a lot of expenses here lately, just with moving in and having to fix a few things on the house, stuff like that. So I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but I will definitely keep you posted. Hopefully in this video. But at this point, the shed roof is still leaking. Don't have a fix for it at this point, so a new roof is probably in the works, unfortunately. Boom, just like that. Today is April 25th. It is my birthday. I am now 31 years old. Well, I'm still 30 until 8:32 tonight. That's when I was born. But look what my parents got me for my birthday. Look at this. Big old 6-gallon wet dry vac for my garage. It's so cool getting things for my garage now, because I've always wanted, garage. Finally got the garage, and I'm getting things slowly. I got the air compressor sitting right here. I got the vacuum sitting here. So now I am able to go ahead and remove this. Like I said, I already have most of these screws out, and I'm going to take this panel off and clean out all these ribs, fill them full of spray foam and some caulking, and then we should be rain-proof on this corner. Thanks to this. I was going to wait, like I said earlier, for my air compressor accessories to get here, but Harbor Freight is having a ton of delays right now because of the whole thing going around. So, which is fine, I understand, but I want to get this done, so I'm going to use the vacuum instead. I won't be able to blow it out like I wanted to, but I'll be able to suck a lot of it out, which is good. So let's get started. Let's get this done. Alright, now that we got that all sucked out of there, best I could, we're going to fill this full of spray foam and some caulking and hopefully take care of this leak. We interrupt this extremely boring process to give you opening up my new air compressor. My wife got me for my birthday because she's amazing. Make sure I ain't cutting nothing. So far, so good. Yeah, look at this. Oh yeah. Now, like I said before, I've never owned an air compressor before, so I'm super excited to have this one because I have a garage now. Even though it leaks like a sieve, just for now. This is 200 PSI, horsepower is 1.3, oil-free, 2-year warranty. Oh yeah, 20 gallons. There's that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alrighty folks, moment of truth. I did all the pre-steps it told me to. Now we just gotta plug it in. And here goes nothing. Yeah. Just like that, guys, 200 pounds of pressure in there and we're ready to rock and roll. Once I get my air hose and something to use with it, which I do have a few things to like pump tires up, but it's coming. This was a message about Husky from Home Depot, brought to you by Doulop. Quick update here. This stuff is expanding like nuts, like it's supposed to, which is good. Eventually, whenever these are like harder than this, I will cut them, make them a little more not extruding there, protruding, whatever the word is. But this looks funny. This side right here is even worse than the other side was. Look how much wood is exposed up there. No wonder water's leaking through. I don't know if you guys can think of the sun's like right there, but all that wood. So any water that got behind there was running down that wood all the way down to the bottom plate. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, guys, I'm not going to show you guys me do every single corner because that would just be annoying. It's the same exact thing over and over. I just want to show you how bad that one was. All right, this is now ready to be cut. So basically, I just want to do that. Guys, and just like that, I cut all these off so they're basically flush all the way up top. And now to put the corner panel, this thing back on, and then we're gonna caulk it where these gaps are at. Let's do it. We got one corner back up. Went very smoothly. I did have to trim where the foam come out here. I had to kind of trim it flush with the two boards because it wouldn't allow it to go in all the way. So I did that real quick. I still have to caulk this hole and a hole here and a hole there. And I just want to make sure the caulking I have on those holes up there are good. I did notice this near it's got a little pinhole in it, so I'll fix all that too. But now that we got this back on, all I got to do now is just put some caulking in here, which I'm going to do that eventually here very soon. I hope it doesn't rain. Looks like it could rain here soon. I hope it doesn't. But all we got to do now is that side and then the two in the front. And the garage will be well on its way here. I know it doesn't look the best, but I caulked all these holes shut as best as I can. Once this dries, I might take a little bit more and try to fill in like these little pinholes. Because it's kind of hard, because it's such a big gap, it's kind of hard to fill it all in at one time. But I think that's definitely going to keep water out, definitely. And if it does get in a little bit, it's got the spray foam in there to keep that from going into the actual garage. And I got these little holes here patched up. I put it on thick because I don't want it leaking. So this one here is done. I don't think I'm going to do this side. I did a few of them here, but I don't think I'm going to need to because the rain always comes this way. I don't really see the water ever getting in here. Plus these panels were all the way over to the side for the most part, but I might. We'll see. I only have 4 of these tubes. I use a whole tube on just that side, so I'll definitely be going through it. But that's what I'm going for. That's what I'm hoping takes care of the leaking issues. But we'll see. Hey guys, so I want to share something with you guys because I've been wanting to tell you guys this for almost a year and I keep forgetting to tell you. Last August, I had a subscriber from Montreal, Canada, who was going to be driving down south in the United States to go to the beach. And he wrote me and said, hey, my family and I are going to be coming down through Carlisle, which is where I work. Would you mind meeting, up somewhere so we can meet you? I was like, I would absolutely love that. His name's Dave. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Someone wants to meet me. So that was awesome for me. So we found a place real close to where I work to meet up. They were going to the beach. They got off the highway. I got to meet him, his wife, and his daughter. I think her name was Rachel, and Gabriella, I think was her names. Rachel and Gabriella, I think. Super nice family. Very, very, very blessed to have met all you guys. He is watching, I'm sure. But he just texted me, happy birthday, I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're spending the day in the garage. And I told him it was funny because that's exactly what my wife told me to do today, was just spend the day in the garage for my birthday. And that's where I've been all day. Dave has, since I first started talking to him, he has been diagnosed with a neurological disease. Basically, it affects your brain and other. I'm not real familiar with that kind of stuff. I'm not in the medical field at all, but basically it's affecting his speech. His speech is becoming harder and harder every day to communicate. It's kind of slurred. feel really bad for him. You're definitely in our prayers, Dave. God is in control, as you know. But that's the best that I can do, is just keep you in my prayers, and I wish you the absolute best. But thank you so much for wishing me happy birthday today. It means a lot to me. 31 now, it's hard to believe. I can't believe it's been a year since I turned 30. I feel like I just turned 30, and here it is 12 months later. So anyways, just want to let you guys know I got to meet Dave from Montreal. Thank you so much, Dave. You were the very first subscriber I ever met, besides family, of course. So you will always have a special place in my heart forever and for always, and I just greatly appreciate you reaching out today and wishing me a happy birthday. And so I ended up finishing this side, as you can see. Again, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, guys, but it's gonna keep water out. It's all I care about. I have caulking in every single rib up along there and on this side, as you can see, all the way up. I tried to smooth it out as best I could. I hope the wind noise isn't too bad right here, but basically I've been kind of like licking my finger and just kind of rubbing this in a little bit. As you can see, it got a little hole there, so I have to get some more and fill that in. But that's what I've been doing, and it's been working pretty well. So, also, another update for you. I had told you guys that I didn't think I was going to do the other side of this one. I ended up doing it all the way up, just because I figured if I'm going to do one side, might as well do the other side. I went through four tubes of caulking today for 2 corners. So I'm going to have to buy 4 more for the other 2 corners, which we will get at Walmart the next time we go. Well, guys, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be, but I'm assuming it's going to be about normal, average 20-some minutes maybe. But I wanted to give you guys an update that both corners are complete. All the caulking is in, all the spray foam is in, they're back up. Got new bolts, new screws, new washers up there. I will at some point soon-ish paint the new bolts white to match everything, and that's where they're coated. But yeah, I think I'm really happy with everything I got done today. I really think this is going to be a good fix for water coming in. At some point in the future, maybe in a year or 2, I would like to take off all this siding and redo it with vinyl. I love the look of vinyl siding. Maybe I'm weird, I don't know. I might redo it with this, who knows. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are glad that we finally had something like happening to the garage. I've been trying so hard to get things done, but with everything going on and everything else, I just haven't had a chance to. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, please give it a thumbs up anyways. I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate your guys' support. Take care now. See you later. Well, today is the next morning, and the reason I am out here so early, it is just 8 o'clock in the morning, is I did a little test last night, and because it's raining. It rained all night, and it's raining right now. Hold on here. I wanted to, so what I did was I actually put paper towels down in the corner, the one that leaked the most, and I put some weight on the paper towel so that if there's any moisture that comes in at all, of course a dry paper towel is going to soak that moisture up really quickly. So I wanted to see how the paper towels are. I'm not going to lie to you, I am actually nervous, because if they are wet, I completely give up, because there's nothing else I can do as far as keeping water out of this garage. So let's see what happened with the rain last night, and we'll go from there. Before we do that, because I'm trying to stall here, I did want to give you guys another quick update that's kind of funny. Earlier in the video, I told you guys about my shed, since it's been moved, that the water was leaking there and down there. And I told you guys that with the shed being gone, I wanted to see if it leaked. Well, the funny thing is I was going to wait till my air compressor stuff got here to be able to blow it out while stuff is still in here. But as you can see, I did put all my bolts back in without washers, okay? As you can see there, no washers. This wall has not leaked once since the shed's been moved, and we've gotten rain 4 times since it's been moved. So just goes to prove that the shed being here was a horrible thing. And I didn't even fix the wall yet, and it has not leaked water one time. I'm still gonna pull the bolts out, put caulking in there, and put new washers and stuff on, of course. But it's just funny that just moving the shed is all I had to do to fix that water leaking. So let's check these paper towels and see how they look. Well, from a distance, they don't look too bad, but maybe let's see here. They are completely dry. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing this for the first time with you guys. This is not filmed after I saw them. I am like super stoked right now, guys. This is completely dry. Completely dry. And it's been raining for at least 8 hours, probably 10 hours. Wow, I'm so excited. You can see here that this has gotten wet a lot because like right there, you can see the line and that's always getting wet. And then the line right here, that's always getting wet and water leaking in. Then over here, it's fine. So the water was coming in that corner and then spreading out. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. So I am looking at the actual screw heads here and not seeing any water coming down from any of them, which is awesome. So happy, guys. I can't tell you how happy this makes me. Now, what I do want to do now, since I know that that corner is good, yay, is I want to do the same thing in this corner over here. Since it's going to be raining all day, I'm going to do it over here too, but it's a little dark, so I'm not going to do it right now on camera because you won't be able to see anything, but I'm going to do the same thing in this corner and I'll give you guys an update later on. What I do know is that if the other corner is dry as well, I'm going to be like extremely happy, like to infinity and beyond. Fellas, moment of truth. Got a flashlight out here. Let's see if this over here is wet. It appears they are not. So, let's see here. Let me move this. I'd say it's completely dry, people. I think we fixed our leaks. Yes. Awesome. I'm stoked. I couldn't be any happier. I really couldn't be any happier, I tell you.